Hello, guys, and welcome back to the FPL Duo. We're back for the final time for this season. This is the FPL end of season review for the 22-23 season. It is now up. It's been a long, long season, 38 game weeks. I'm kind of glad this season actually come to an end, FPL wise and football wise, obviously as a Liverpool fan. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna discuss how game week 38 has gone and how our teams have done in the final game week, and we'll also talk about our season as a whole and our final rank. Obviously, we have to show you guys where we ended up finishing for this year, and then we'll also maybe take a few questions and talk about next season as well, potentially what we're looking forward to moving into next season. But yeah, how you doing, Jordan? Everything good? You've been enjoying the football?
Yeah, it's pretty mad. That's the football. There's a lot of goals there everywhere, high scoring games, and yeah, it was a good day of football to end on the season.
Yeah, a lot of crazy matches, really. I mean, I was watching a bit of the Liverpool game, and for those that didn't catch that, I mean, 4-4 could have been anything, really. But yeah, mad game. Well, let's get into it anyway. Let's bring up our teams. I'll bring up my team first. So I hope you guys can see that. Sorry for the graphics if they're not as our usual graphics, obviously, because we've had to pull them off from livefpl.net, because obviously short notice, etc., and the ranks are updated on here. So we thought we'd show it on here. So let's start off with Edison. Now, everyone knows Edison's been a bit of a troll for me this season, and I played him. Obviously, I knew he'd start, so I was happy that he was going to play. And 85 minutes in, Edison is on for 3 bonus points and a clean sheet. So it was what, 8-pointer really he was on for. But then, as we know, Brentford go and score an 85th minute winner, and Man City do actually end up losing 1-0 to Brentford, which, I mean, Jordan saw that coming. You said Man City would actually lose, and you got that spot on. I mean, they did rotate quite heavily. A lot of their key players were missing, so maybe it wasn't as a surprise. But yeah, annoyingly, Edison, as always, somehow finds a way to concede. So yeah, no clean sheet for City. Moving on to the back three, I think Estupiñán didn't actually start today. He came on around half time, and he only played 45 minutes, and he got the 1 point for that. So disappointing there. He didn't get me anything. Trippier was a bit a frustrating one. He did play 90 minutes. However, he scored an own goal in that 1-1 draw to Chelsea. So he ends up with 0 points. Maybe a bit of a surprise that Newcastle draw to Chelsea, because a lot of people thought it'd be a comfy win for Newcastle. But yeah, Chelsea did hold them out for a 1-1 draw. Moving on to my final defender, and that is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, I mean, if you guys didn't watch this game, I just suggest watching the highlights, because this game could have been anything. Liverpool could have scored 5-6 in the end. Liverpool's defending in moments as well was very poor. But Trent did get an assist, and I believe that is now 9 assists for Trent this season, which is the most for any defender. And considering how poor he was at the start of the season, like, he ends up with the most assists is a bit crazy. So yeah, for me, one thing I do know going into next season, Trent is already locked into my team as a defender next season, no matter what. So yeah, he will be in my 2023-24 FPL team in game week 1. But yeah, assists for Trent, and he also got the 1 bonus points. However, I did concede 4 goals, so -2. So he ends up with 4 points. Moving on to the midfield, very disappointing, I'd say. Palace, obviously, they couldn't get the win. I think it was a 1-1 in the end, wasn't it? Checking the score. I think it was 1-1, yeah. I think Will Hughes scored, and Nottingham Forest, I think Awani. I'm surprised no one mentioned Awani before the stream, because he's been on a hot streak in the last few weeks, and obviously it ends 1-1. Eze, who I did bring in as a free transfer, couldn't pay off. I was hoping that he can score, but he didn't pay off, that punt, and he only ends with a 2-pointer. McAllister, on the other hand, did play 90 minutes, but didn't get anything, no return. Brighton did actually lose 2-1 to Villa, and Ollie Watkins getting on the score sheet on that one. So yeah, that was nice to see for those owners. Undav as well, Jordan, I think you did mention Undav. He obviously scored today. But yeah, McAllister was actually crying at the end of the game and clapping the Brighton fans. And I think that does signal that he probably will be leaving very, very soon. Obviously, but brilliant season for him and Brighton. But yeah, no return here. Moving on to Mo Salah now. Bit frustrating from Salah, I think, was that even though he picked up an assist um, in that game, that mad game, he should have scored. If we're being honest, he had a. I mean, the goalie Alex McCarthy, I think, made a great save of Salah, and also if Salah scored that goal, I don't know if you guys did watch the game. Left foot first time would have been a great goal, and a bit unlucky from Salah, but yeah, ends up with 5 points, not too bad. He's the only midfielder that actually got me a return this week, so can't really complain too much. Mahrez, bit disappointing, I think. Hasn't really paid off bringing him in the last few weeks. He's not scored really, got a few assists. But yeah, he played 90 minutes and only got the 2 points. Bit surprising, obviously, Man City losing, but with them not having too much play for really now, obviously the title is wrapped up. They've got bigger things to worry about in terms of the Champions League and FA Cup. Maybe this result shouldn't shock us, and maybe I'm kind of glad I did get rid of Haaland, etc. in the end because he didn't pay off. And then finally, Rashford, who did blank in that game. He played 76 minutes. I didn't watch the Man United game, so I don't actually know how Rashford performed. So if you guys do know, let us know in the comments. He did obviously get the 2 points, so not really much to discuss there in terms of Rashford and how he's done, but he's obviously highly owned, so any return would have been negligent anyway, really. And then finally, moving up top, I've got Isak. I was very shocked to see Wilson not start. I think I text Jordan saying Isak starts Wilson's bench, and I was getting a bit happy, thinking surely now the chances are going to fall to Isak because Wilson's the one that usually gets all the chances, but it wasn't to be. I didn't watch the game again, so let us know how Isak did. But yeah, he ends up with a blank, obviously in that 1-1 draw to Chelsea, which I did expect a bit more from Newcastle. However, I'm glad I didn't actually take that -4 because, as you guys know, I want to take a -4 to do Isak to Alvarez, who blanked as well, so it would not have paid off anyway. And then finally, who pretty much all my points came from, and that is Harry Kane. Now, Harry Kane against Leeds, I knew there'd be goals in this game. I did say there'd be goals. I said 3-2. I think Spurs or 2-2. No, I think I predicted 2-2. So I said 4 goals. There was actually 4 goals in the end. There was, I think it was a 3-1 win for Spurs, I believe. Just double checking. Yeah, sorry, 4-1 win for Spurs. So yeah, 5 goals in that game. And Harry Kane did come away with yet another goal, or another 2 goals, I should say. And he also got an assist. So by far the best captaincy choice this week. 2 goals, 1 assist, and the 3 bonus points. And yeah, Harry Kane is a machine. Despite Spurs, despite their poor season, despite, the rest of their squad maybe not being up to it, Harry Kane ends the season on 30 Premier League goals. So can't really complain. What a season he's had. And I think, it's a big summer to see if he does move. We're going to speak about that obviously throughout the summer. If he leaves potentially to Man United, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, 32 points if you captained him, and he's pretty much my standout choice going Captain Kane. So that leaves me with 55 game week points for game week 38, and it's a 12% rise in rank. So my old rank was 357k, and the 45k green arrow, which is pretty decent, I'll say. And my final rank, as you guys can see, is 312,156. So it's not the greatest of season compared to last season. I think my rank was 25k overall. So obviously it's a big come down, but I think game week 18, game week 19, I was like 1.2 million rank. So it was always going to be a stretch to break into the top 100k, and yeah, 312k is where I end it. It's not been amazing, but yeah, I'll take it, I guess, a green arrow on the final weekend. So yeah, that's how my team has gone, guys. Let us know your final score and your final rank as well in the chat if you want. Linesh says, hi guys, good evening. Good evening, Linesh.
Good evening.
68 points here, top 362k. Very happy. Well done. And Tricky Trees also says, I'm glad I captained Kane, Mr. Reliable. Really? Yeah, I'm glad I went Kane as well. He does. I mean, he seems to score every game really, and I'm glad I just went there and just followed my gut. Jordan, let's bring up your team and just talk us through how your game week 38 has gone. And yeah, your rank as well.
Okay, so let's start off with Steele, who only gets the 2 points in that 2-1 loss to Aston Villa. Obviously, because he got goals conceded as a point taken off, but he did bring it back the point by getting 3 saves. So he ends up having 2 points. So no clean sheet for my goalkeeper in the last game week of the season. Moving on to the defence, start off with Trippier. I suppose it doesn't really matter much that Trippier got 0 or whatever points he was going to get from this game, but Newcastle did draw 1-1 against Chelsea. And I think because of that, they do finish fourth in the table above
Yeah,
Man United now. So I'm quite happy with that result, I guess, besides Trippier's own goal that he did score in that game. But yeah, 0 points for Trippier. Moving on to Trent in that crazy 4-4 score. I couldn't predict that any other day. You could never predict 4-4 in that game. But yeah, Trent gets the assist, but he did get a -2 for the goals that he conceded. But he did still get a -1 on top of that. So at the end of all that, he gets 3 points. And finally, moving on to Mings, he gets 1 point. He did get yellow card, so that was a -1 point taken off of him. And obviously, I didn't keep a clean sheet because Brighton did score 1 goal in that 2-1 win against them. Moving on to the midfield, we've got McAllister, who blanked also. He played 90 minutes, but he wasn't part of the goals. And yeah, not really much to say about Brighton assets. They ain't not been that great late on this season. Moving on to Gibbs White, actually, he's my biggest differential, and again, he did pay off again. He did assist the only Nottingham Forest goal that Aaron East scored against Palace, which led to them drawing 1-1. And yeah, he did get an assist, but he did get a yellow card, so he had a point taken off him. But he does finish off with 4 points. Moving on to Rashford, he played about 75 minutes of football in that 2-1 win against Fulham. So he wasn't on the end of scoring, unfortunately, for those who did go for the captaincy of Rashford. Unlucky that he didn't score in that game, but Man United still got the win, and it was an important 3 points to finish in third place in the table. On the other hand, though, Bruno Fernandes, my second Man United asset, had a bit more fortune. He did score one of the 2 goals Man United did score, and he got a -3 on top of it. So I'm quite happy with Bruno's redemption in the past 2 matches. He has sort of brought it back for me in terms of returns. So yeah, it was nice to see Fernandes back having back-to-back goals for Man United, and he did finish off with 7 points. Moving on to the front three, this kind of annoys me, but I did bring in Harry Kane. I'm quite happy with the transfer; it did pay off. I really wanted to captain Harry Kane. It was between Wilson and Harry Kane. I decided to go Wilson. And that was even more frustrating when Wilson actually didn't start either. And Harry Kane scored 2 goals in that 4-1 win against Leeds. So he got an assist on top of that and a -3. So if I did captain Harry Kane, I would have had 26 points on that Harry Kane. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. And that's pretty much how this season has pretty much gone for me in terms of captaincy picks, because we move on to the captaincy player, and that was Wilson, who only came on for about 20 minutes after surprisingly being benched in that Chelsea game. So yeah, I kind of picked the wrong captain. I should have gone Harry Kane, but oh well. He did get 1 point, I guess. Wilson, and with the captaincy, got 2 overall. But yeah, he didn't return in that game. Obviously, Haaland didn't start in that game at all. I was actually surprised he didn't play the minutes, but they did lose Man City 1-0. So it does show that obviously when Man City don't play their best players on the pitch, they can obviously lose, so they are not invincible in terms of that. But obviously Matoma comes on for Haaland, and he obviously blanked as well. He didn't start. He only played 25 minutes. So yeah, Haaland off, and then Matoma comes in for him. Quickly on the team bench, Edison gets 3 points. He did get 1 point for the saves made, but he also got a blank for conceding 1-0 to Brentford. Kilman, he played for about 65 minutes. In that 5-0 loss to Arsenal. So yeah, he got -2 for goals conceded. And obviously the clean sheet was wiped for him. And obviously Luke Shaw didn't play in that Man United 2-1 win against Fulham because of his back injury. But overall, I'm kind of annoyed that I'm finishing off the season with a red arrow. I quite like to have finished on the green, but I am happy with my overall rank this season compared to last, because I was around 1 million in my first season of playing FPL, but in my second one, I am now at 213,879k rank. So yeah, I'm quite happy with my overall rank this season. It is much better than my previous season. So yeah, I'm quite satisfied with that. I just wished I got a green to end it on. But yeah, total of 44 points, just under the safety of 47. And yeah, that's pretty much how my season, obviously this last game week 38, has done for me.
Okay, nice. Let's get a few comments in and some of your questions as well. Maybe we've got Harvey who says 49k. Well done, very nice rank. My big differential was Henry from Brentford. I bought him in since both Shaw and Diaz were injured, so got lucky for Brentford to keep a clean sheet against City. Oh yeah, fair play, well done. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. But yeah, that's a big differential. 86 points, says Nanjay. Went from 164k to 82k. Very nice to finish in the top 100k in the last game week as well. That's not too bad at all. And Tricky Trees also 63 points. Green Arrow to 710 per live FPL. Chuffed. Thanks for the great content and feedback. Well done on the brilliant rank. Top 1k. You can't complain. That's a brilliant season. But yeah, thank you for your kind words. Thank you for watching our content as well and engaging in the chat as always. We appreciate all the support, guys. So yeah, as always, if you guys do enjoy the content, please make sure you do drop a like. And yeah, it's been a brilliant season so far, making the content throughout Game Week 1 to Game Week 38. We are going to be back next season to do it all over again, and it's going to be much improved, new content, new graphics, everything. So make sure you are subscribed to the FPL Duo YouTube channel so you don't miss a thing. And Nanjay also says, and made up a 20-point gap in his mini league. Regan Rushton, 10.1k. Can we just say 10k, right? Yeah. I guess you can. There's always that debate on Twitter, isn't it? Is it a 10k rank if you get, is it 4-digit or is it, 5-digit, whatever they say? But yeah, 10k, very, very good rank. I think personally, like, it's getting much harder now to get a good rank, I think, in FPL, because there's so many engaged managers. There's so much content now. There's just so much more. I feel like more managers actually take it seriously nowadays. So it is very hard, I think, now to even get top 10k. It's becoming harder and harder. So yeah, well done on your rank. Pinnock off the bench with 15 points as well. Unbelievable lucky. Yeah, that must feel great. You get someone like Pinnock off the bench who gets that goal in that 1-0 win.
You do need a bit of luck.
Oh yeah,
in FPL, and that's a prime example of that, man, Jay. Well done.
Yeah, you need everything, I think, to go for you as well in certain moments throughout the season. But yeah, thank you guys as well for watching, and that's why we make the content for you guys. But yeah, it's been as you know, it's been an up and down season for both of us, really. Because I think I was around the 1 million mark, 1.2 million mark around the World Cup, and I've dragged it back sort of since then. I've just had a very bad start to the season, really. in terms of not having Trippier. I think I went without Trippier for the first 17 game weeks. I didn't have him in my team. And Almiron hurt my rank. I was late on him. And yeah, a few things. Obviously, I also didn't captain Haaland in game week 9 when he got a hat trick against Man United. I think I can't remember who I went, but yeah, I went against Haaland in game week 9, and obviously that didn't help it either. So it's a nightmare start. But yeah,
I think it was Salah because we both went for Salah in that game week 9.
yeah, I think Salah only got an assist, I think, that game week as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know who you guys captain in game week 9 as well, because there's certain moments, pivotal moments, I think, in the season. And I think Haaland in game week 9, when you didn't go against him, you were already on the back foot chasing, really, it felt like, from that game week. But yeah, that's pretty much our season review. So, your rank, what's it your rank? 210k?
312.
Oh, no, your rank, sorry.
Originally.
Yeah,
I thought mine was on the screen still. Mine's 213k.
213, and was your mine was 312. So about 100k apart. So yeah, that is game week 38 discussed, and that's our fantasy football 22-23 season pretty much covered now. If anyone's got any more questions, drop them in below. But we'll also look ahead to like next season. What are you looking forward to next season? Obviously, we've got a break now. What was it? 6 weeks break, isn't it? When does the next? I'm already looking when the next Premier League season kicks off. Premier League. Does anyone know the exact date when it kicks off again? Is it August? The 5th? I don't actually know. I mean, the fixtures aren't going to be announced yet, but it's around August time, I know. So we've got a few weeks break. Obviously, congrats to Luton as well in that final. It was yesterday. It was yesterday, wasn't it? Luton coming up to the Premier League, which is going to be interesting to say the least. So they're going to be in FPL. It's going to be a bit mad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next season already. But I'm also going to enjoy the break. I think of no football for 6 to 8 weeks. I think, and obviously transfers. The transfer window is going to be crazy. In terms of obviously, we expect a lot of the teams like Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool to be active in the window, and yeah, we do expect August 12th kickoff. So yeah, it should be a good one. What are you looking forward to anyway next season, would you say?
In terms of FPL or just in football in general?
FPL. Let's say FPL.
I'm intrigued to know if FPL do any rule changes or any sort of updates. I think.
Yeah, because we did get rumors, didn't we? About the rule changes. Potentially, there could be some, points awarded for tackles and passes, etc. So yeah, there could be. But also, I almost forgot. I haven't forgot. We got to announce the winner, and the winner's actually cheekily put it in the chat. So we are going to announce the winner of the inaugural FPL Duo Mini League. So I'm going to get it up to get the exact points. Where is this league? Okay, cool. So, and the winner, obviously, for those that don't know, he is actually, I believe, in the chat. Regan Rushton with a comment. So congratulations to Regan Rushton, team name Land. Obviously the player in Haaland, for being the winner of the FPL Duo Mini League with a total of 2,545 points. In second place, it was Thomas Christensen with 2,540 points. And then in third place, it was Connor Hamrock with 2,537 points as well. So, yeah, congratulations to Regan Rushton. If you could also maybe DM us or something on Twitter, we'll try to sort something out as well. Because obviously we did want to do like a little prize for that, for the league. So, yeah, if you can DM us on Twitter, we'll try sort something out. So yeah, make sure you do DM us, Regan Rushton. But yeah, congratulations for winning the league.
Yeah, well done, Regan.
August 12th kickoff. So yeah, we're a while away. It's going to be nice to. You're going to enjoy the break. I'm assuming as well, though, to just chill for a bit.
I think, yeah, considering how much we enjoy the videos we put out every week, I think it'd be nice just to kick back our feet a bit and enjoy the break of not streaming 3 times or 4 times a week, and just enjoying the time off, just reflection period, I think, obviously, and then moving on forward to next season, planning, and obviously working out certain things, and obviously making our content even more better than what it has been currently.
So yeah, I put the Twitter in the actual chat. It's the FPL Duo on the app. So pretty. I'll put up on a banner as well. The FPL Duo on Twitter. If you DM us on there, we'll try to get you something sorted out. But yeah, that's been pretty much the season review, really. Unless anyone else wants to ask us any more questions about the season, or any other questions you have, maybe non-FPL related or whatnot.
It's pretty mad, I must say, that this whole season I personally haven't owned Harry Kane, yet he has been probably second to the most consistent
Well, you haven't
FPL.
owned him at all.
I have
You
owned
this
him
week.
here and there, but
Oh,
yeah, I mean, like from obviously the very beginning, not really owned Harry Kane apart
yeah,
from
me
one.
either. I
It's
don't think.
just it's just crazy considering how consistent he's been, second to Haaland, and like most of us haven't really owned Harry Kane for the season. It's just one of those weird things where you reckon, what if you owned Harry Kane? What would the rank be for all of us? Because I imagine it would have been such a difference with being in your team the whole season.
Yeah, I'm just looking at I'm just gonna look at the points as well. Who got the most points? This season. Total points, all players. I think Trippier has the most points for any defender in the game with 198 points. Then it's actually Ben White and Alexander Arnold are tied in second place with 156 points each. So Trent did catch up in the end. Raya is the most is the goalie with the most amount of points, which is 166. Allison is second with 162. And in midfield, surprisingly, guess who's the top scoring midfielder in the game?
I'm gonna guess it being Saka.
It's Mo Salah.
No way.
Mo Salah is the top scoring midfielder in the game again with 239 points, and second is Odegaard with 212. So about 20 points in it.
Wow.
Rashford is third, and Saka is fourth. Martinelli is fifth. So a lot of Arsenal players in there, but Salah does top it. Which obviously, back end of the season, Salah did get quite a few goals, and obviously the bonus points he does rack up quite a bit. So I think that helps. And Haaland, obviously, to be fair, Haaland and Kane is not much in it. Haaland 272 points, Kane 263. So about 9 points difference between Haaland and Kane at total points, which shows how consistent and good Harry Kane has been as well. And yeah, even Salah shows how good Salah's been to end up top scorer midfielder.
Yeah, because there was a weird statistic, because Harry Kane hasn't scored a hat-trick, I think, since 2017. And he's been that close to Haaland, where Haaland scored about 3 hat-tricks this season. It's pretty crazy how they're both that close, and that statistic alone just shows the different comparisons between them. Very, very close.
Also, the other thing, I think I think Kane has actually scored in more games than Haaland. So most of Haaland's goals are, I think, yeah, Kane scored in more games, I believe. But I don't exactly know how many. If someone does know in the chat, let us know. But I believe Kane has scored in more games. But yeah, I think that is it pretty much. We're probably going to wrap it up. I don't want to keep this stream for too long. We are going to be back again. Probably not for a while now. We plan to take a little break, maybe a week or two. and we will have videos out throughout the summer, so we're not going to just disappear. We'll probably do a few videos when some transfers get confirmed. So, once transfers are made, we'll also, it depends now. I think when the game launches, I think that's when we'll make content. I think we want to keep some content going for you guys as well. So if you want to see something in particular, let us know in the comments as well. We'll try our best to make some videos on that. But I think content is going to be minimal until the game launches again, which could be 2.5 months away or whatever. So there's a long time to go. But yeah, guys, hope you've got your rank that you've wanted. Hope you've enjoyed the season as well in terms of the football. And yeah, that is it from us. I think we are gonna wrap it up here. I think anything else you want to add, Jordan, that you want to talk about, or
well, there's pretty much, football doesn't end here. Obviously, there is other competitions that are still going to be played, like the FA Cup final, and obviously the Champions League final as well. So there's plenty more football. Maybe we do a watch along for one of them as well. So yeah, it should be exciting period still without Premier League football. But yes, thanks every single one of you for obviously your support through this whole season and beforehand. It's been always appreciated. And yeah, it's been a great journey in terms of this channel, and obviously working with Huss doing it as well. It's always been nice making videos. So yeah, obviously it won't be the last you see of us. We'll obviously do more videos, but yeah, take care, guys, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you guys soon, and we'll be back to do it again for 23-24 season. But yeah, price guesses next season. We'll definitely be doing those type of videos. So do stay tuned, do stay subscribed, so don't miss out on any content. But for now, that is it from us. Take care, guys, and have a good break. Obviously, have a good bank holiday Monday as well. Peace.